for a couple reasons.
Not the name. Oh, where's the blind side? Where can I find that?
One thing about our machine is it has metal gears. It doesn't have plastic gears. That is going to be very, very, it's not going to wear on you. It's not going to wear on you. It's going to last a lifetime. The average ownership of our machine is 35 years. And it's because this motor has 2.3 horsepower, incredibly powerful. The blades are dull. They're not sharp. So instead of cutting everything, you're actually shattering everything. So imagine two watermelons. Imagine two watermelons. One you're cutting, one you're shattering with a baseball bat. This is gonna shatter everything that you put into it. Now, did you notice the big chunks of ice, the really big chunks of fruit? We're able to do that because it spins at 37,000 RPMs. Breaking it down to a molecular level, that's able to your body to absorb it much better, and it gives you that smoothness, that very, very smooth texture. That's why Jamba Juice loves it, because it does a perfect, consistent job every single time. Now again, 37,000 RPM. A jet turbine, 36,000 RPM. Very, very fast. That's gonna give you that perfect job every single time. See how smooth that is? There's no chunks. There's no pieces of ice. Absolutely. So it's a very simple machine to operate. You have your on button switch, your speeds. One is about 10 miles per hour, 2, 20, 350, and then 10, 271 miles per hour. Incredibly fast. Actually, all our recipes are in the cookbook that we give you, and it's included in your machine today. Now the cleanup is great as well. All you do is fill it with a little bit of soapy water and then just run it for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Super easy. You just rinse it out with clean water. Unless the in-laws are coming over. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, very, very easy. Look how clean that is. Nope, no protein powder. That was just 5 simple ingredients. Again, it's the Going Green smoothie in your recipe book, and the recipe book comes with it. Yeah, all our recipes that we make here are all in the recipe book. Now, what do you do at home? Do you cook? Do you like to chop things? It's great as a food processor. It actually replaces about $1,500 worth of appliances all at once. Absolutely. So you can chop cheese, chop your carrots, chop your nuts, chop your garlic, chop your onions. You're never gonna have to cry again when you're chopping onions. You just throw it in here. I'm gonna show you how it makes a simple soup in minutes. Yeah, this one, the older model, there was 3 complaints. It was too tall. This one we made shorter, but we still gave you that same 64-ounce capacity. So exact same capacity. It's great because you can do both. Well, you can do both wet and dry in the same container. You don't have to buy a separate container to do dry. What's also great about it is it's 40% quieter. Has a little bit stronger motor too to support the 4-inch blade instead of the 2-inch blade. Now again, to the soup, you just put some tomatoes, some carrots, a little bit of spinach. And again, notice how I'm putting everything in whole with the skin and the seeds. That's very important because that's where your nutrition lies. Now I'm gonna put in some fresh garlic. Again, with the peel. You don't have to peel anything. It cuts down your prep time in half. I'm gonna put a bouillon cube. and a little bit of taco seasoning. Hi there, how you guys doing?
So you recommend using organic versus non-organic foods?
It's up to you. This will do them the same. It's up to you. The machine will do them the same. Put a little seasoning in there. And now again, the chop feature is on 1. That's gonna bring the blade speed down to 10 miles per hour. You just run that and it's gonna give you a nice consistent chop every single time. Now this is the tamper tool. This you're gonna force everything into the blade. Now you're never gonna force it into the blade because it's this collar. So you can do whatever you want with it. Now, in just seconds, we made a perfectly textured salsa. With just about 40 cents of ingredients. At the store, this is gonna cost you $5. This machine saves you money in all ways. Now, it also saves you money because you don't ever throw away your stale chips, your dry breads, any of that, don't throw it away. You just put it in your soup. It's gonna give you a nice creamy base without having to add any dairy or cream, keeping it vegan and gluten-free. Now, if you put cold water in here, it's gonna be about 5 minutes to reach 140 degrees. If you put hot water, it cuts that time in half. So just put some hot water in there. Turn the machine on, let it run at 10. And now, this container was made for heat. It's BPA, BPS, and BPE free. No chemicals are gonna leach into your food while you're cooking hot, boiling water. Now, there's no heating element to this. The heat is coming from the friction of the blade because it's spinning at 37,000 RPM. So you're really not gonna boil it to a point where you're gonna kill the nutrition. It only gets it to 140 degrees, so it's actually still considered a raw vegetable soup. You're not gonna boil out any of those enzymes, any of those nutrients. You're gonna keep them all intact. And again, we're blending all those seeds, that skin, that's where all your nutrition is. So you're getting all of that with this machine. Now, right at the end of your soup is where you're gonna add in your texture. So this could be meat, beans, corn, whatever you like. Look how hot that just became. So you're gonna put in your texture and you're just gonna pulse it. And you control how fine you want the texture, how chunky you want the texture. But you just pulse it and it's gonna give you a nice texture to your soup without having to chop up everything. Now we just made this soup in minutes with about 4 to 5 ingredients. 40 cents in produce. It's gonna save you time and money in all ways. You see those nice chunks of texture?